Hi.
Greetings. Have you brought your auto-mechanical to the service technician lately?
I'm watching your Valheim playthrough on YouTube, and I'm confused why they didn't put the boars in the Black Forest. They missed a great opportunity with Black Forest ham. $20 tip from Keezy Baller to the mod team. Thank you for that, dude. Whoa. Yo, look at that. Oh, man. I mean, it wasn't on my list of things to do.
I'll bet. Judging by this exchange, I presume you are not the person I was waiting here to meet.
How do you know I'm not?
You're not covered in a layer of dirt, fertilizer, and self-loathing.
Ah.
Listen, I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information about these hedges. That's as much as you need to know.
I'm pretty sure she's hiding something. And I'm not sure I want to know what it is.
I take offense to that. I think.
You're after the prize in the center of the hedges, too.
Shh, not so loud. Ah, damn it. I guess you already know.
Yep.
I am indeed looking for the prize. You've caught me.
If finding the bottle won't let you get to the unveiling, why are you here?
What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't watch much in the way of serials, and crowds only make it easier for people to get behind you. I'm after the Spectrum original itself. And not to drink. Have you noticed that there's no trace of anything the corporations have done in the past? In fact, this contest for the original is the only time I've ever seen a corp refer to a prototype product not currently on the market. And why isn't it on the market?
Now that you mention it, that is a little strange.
Indeed. And it's happened before. Seems the Corp are trying to hide their past failings. Anyhow, it's valuable to me to collect that which might inform future generations.
I already agreed to get the Spectrum original for someone else.
Did you now? And how do you know the others aren't secretly Rizzo's agents who'll stab you in the back and take the bottle the moment you turn away? Give me the original and your actions will actually matter. I can promise you that.
Interesting. Okay.
Nope. There's a bottom feeder who sees an easy payday connected to it, but he's hardly worth considering. I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use the original as a springboard for upward mobility. Better than letting it rot, but still not ideal.
Okay.
Think fast. Never know when someone will come out of a bush.
Keep it.
Bolt or pistol at the ready. Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
She's super paranoid. I like her. Who exactly are you?
Nobody of consequence. Think of me as an archivist. I collect that which the corporations have dismissed as failures and try to sweep under the rug. Take the recalled Spacer's Choice Powerhead. It was a shotgun shell on a stick, apparently supposed to be used like a spear. Had a tendency to ream the user's torso with buckshot. Corps don't want the common man to know about screw-ups like that, which is why I keep my actions decidedly in the shadows.
Okay. You mentioned a prior Orchards contact?
I did. Someone I paid to inform on the orchards after I heard murmurs of a prize here. For security reasons, I never learned much about my contacts. All I knew about this one was that they were a groundskeeper. But the one here is either senseless or acting very well. Presumably, whoever I was in contact with was lying. Or they were found out and hurled off the side of Eridanos. It's a risk of the business.
I didn't find a prize in the maze, but I did find a lead.
Better than a burning barrel filled with Spectrum original bottles, I suppose. Follow your lead. Keep an eye out for fakes.
Two things. First of all, what's the kitty's name? That's Geralt of Rivia. We call him Gary Keen. And then Spartan said that my mic is popping. That's very strange. I haven't changed anything on my mic for a very long time, so yeah, I think whatever that may be, it's not on my end. Now, what may have happened is if you downloaded FFZ, it may have put on the compressor automatically. And if it puts on the compressor, sometimes the compressor makes like a popping sound if it hits the high end. So maybe that's what you're hearing? I'm not sure, but yeah. I can tell you I haven't changed anything on my end. All right, let's go check out the conservatory. I've already cleared this area.
Hello again, youngster. You're certainly doing a lot of running to and fro. Don't overexert yourself. The wasp-ketos can smell weakness. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
I found this bottle at the heart of the puzzle hedges. Says it's yours.
Oh, there that damn thing is. Thank you. I guess this proves it's wise to label your things. Otherwise, some fool might use them as prizes in an ill-advised scavenger hunt.
Found it real close to where I should have found the Rizzo's original. Strange, huh?
I will admit, I
Oh.
did take the original, yes. But I did so to keep it away from those who shouldn't have it. It's safer in my hands. If you're here to get it, I might suggest you give up. I'm known to be quite a stubborn git.
You taking the original makes it seem like Rizzo's lied about a prize, which is fraud.
Damnation, hadn't thought of that. Isn't my having it better than any random guest making off with it? I guess not, if it'll cause the company more trouble. Here's the original. Don't do anything with it that I wouldn't do.
That was easy. I think I want to give it to the collector. The collector seems like it could be interesting. Yeah. Digital Pope, thank you. That's exactly right. Mm-hmm. Okay, Gary's just cleaning his foot. Okay. Whew. Yeah, all of them are kind of sketchy, it's true. And see you.
Great day for a starship ride, is it not? Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
I have the Spectrum original. Here you go.
Let me have a look. It's a little scratched on the neck, and the label's a bit smudged. Smells funny, but I think it is genuine, yes. This'll look real good in my archives. Here's your pay. I'll be in touch if there's ever another time when I need to keep a corporation honest. And if anyone ever asks, we never met.
Okay. Cool. The persuasion option was so convincing. It was. Yeah. I totally stole a similar setup from you, Cohh, working from home. Just glad you put a picture on Twitter of it so I could study. Oh, cool, Digital Pope. Oh, yeah, man. It's a little bit different now. I'm actually using one of the Elgato arms attached to the desk so the mic can go up and down with it. And I use some padding under that to cut down on the vibrations from the table. But it seems to be working just as well as the independent mic stand, so pretty happy about that. Okay, let's inspect the Frog console. What is that sound?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading, console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Taste the residue.
That's probably not wise, Captain. You don't know... Oh, never mind.
It's super sugary with the sweet tang of purple berry and a bunch of other tropical flavors all mixed together. It meshes well with the faint flavor of oil. Perform a chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
Inspect the console. Looks like several of the electrical panels were removed, then fastened back into place poorly. Okay, so there's definite signs of sabotage. You've now very much confirmed that. And back to DeWitt. Little F? No. Should be fine. Gary looks so comfy. Dude, he's a comfy little kitten. Yeah, man.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
I've completed my investigation.
All right, let's hear the details.
A drink was spilled over the processing console, shorting it out.
A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
An herbicide was mixed in with the fertilizer, which ended up killing the saplings.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
I took care of the roaming exterminator automechs.
I see you left a few of them intact even. Smashed more than I'd like, but I guess I'm glad you didn't obliterate them all.
Never did like leaving a job half-finished myself, but that's me.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
You're worried that Slug is trying to mess with your livelihood.
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually. But if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Is there a way to manually initiate the pollinization cycle?
Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it?
I wonder if I missed something.
You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything, but the peace of mind would have been worth much to me. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
Go with this one. Rizzo's what bits to spare after the brown unveiling could pay then with interest.
Never liked paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished now, we'll be able to pay later. Thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have this conversation again.
Okay. Cool. That seemed to end pretty well. Let's do... Now, is 36 the max level? What's our max level now? Also, ding. Walk speed up. I don't know if I want that. Is the DLC over? Oh, no, no, no. Do that. Cool. Okay, so Brave New World is the main quest. We don't want to do that yet. Let's do this one. Enter Rizzo's RR and DD labs. Here we go. Do some main story here. See what our murdered friend was up to. Which he found, most importantly. Gary is a big chunkster. That's correct, yes. Yeah, it looks like I may have not missed anything. Because I definitely got a favorable outcome. Maybe we find out later? I don't know. We'll have to see. So, guys. Okay. Quack. Gary's a cutie. He's a super cutie dude with a big old Garrett Kuhn belly. Here we go. What if I run out of ammo? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Ooh, look at this.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Oh, okay. I will do this thing you ask. Oh my. New recent appointments. Miss Ruth Bellamy. Lab tour. Product presentation. Cleanup request. Okay, could you bring a mop to the lobby? Dr. Blossom seems to have had a rather rough night and spilled some coffee on the floor. What in the blessed law is all that commotion? I don't believe the rocket fuel combination distillery mixture was scheduled for another week. Could someone please inform me as to what the racket is all about? Okay. Interesting.
That's awful. I wonder if this poor fella had a family.
Oh, now you wonder that? What do I want to do with these skill points? Let's do more heavy weapons. Yeah. I'm concussed? Really? I'm super thirsty. Let's see. Then we gotta get some sleep to remove this. Hi.
How in the aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. Was she here recently? Who are you?
Pardon the blue blazes out of me, but who in the name of the Eternal are you? I'll have you know, I am Dr. Leora Blossom, the head of research and development, and you are standing in my lab, uninvited. Now, perhaps you couldn't tell by the empty lobby and general state of disarray, but this is no time to be playing games.
Didn't mean to be rude.
Ah, an intruder of some comportment. Forgive me if I overreacted. I'm a little on edge presently. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
Praise accepted.
Hey, Ithiel with the 5 sub bomb. Thank you, bud. Really appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the support and welcome to the 5 new folks. That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. There isn't anything you can do to help?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
Okay. Didn't see any hostiles on the way here from the entry door. You can make a run for it?
And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters.
Clean up? They were human beings. Don't you care about them at all?
Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
Scorpion X22 with a 10 gift bomb. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, Scorpion. Thanks, dude. What goes on in these labs that would turn your researchers against you?
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Whoa. Hold up.
Happily. Of course.
Okay.
Wait. You can't leave me here. What am I supposed to do? Execute my subordinates myself? How uncouth.
Okay. We're at 101. Okay, I've got to have a mind thing here. You? Mind attributes. 105.
Decided to help me, have you? Or, remember, my lab tech...
I'll find out when I hunt through the labs. You might as well tell me up front.
So you've no qualms about snooping through my precious research files. But will you understand the data once you've acquired it? Essentially, we research new innovations for an array of Rizzo's products. My present troubles stem from one we've just developed. The product's potential for profit is nearly limitless. But I'm afraid explaining the science behind it would far exceed your capability for understanding.
Science check? Wow, okay then.
Now, was there anything else?
Okay. Take care of your problem, but you need to answer some questions afterward.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
These people don't deserve to die, Captain. Let's try using the sedative.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Okay. Before Rizzo's was the confectionery juggernaut you know and love today, it was an above-average chemical waste management corporation. On one otherwise unremarkable day, an employee on the slurry stirring shift leaned a little too far over a chemical vat, dropping a single purple berry that had been hidden in his jacket pocket. Instead of being immediately fired for his hazardous incompetence, the employee was given an ultimatum by his supervisor: retrieve the fallen fruit and stay employed. The employee jumped into the vat, swam for the purple berry, and accidentally swallowed it. The rest is history. After he was pulled from the toxic water, the stirrer stated that the chemical coated purple berry hadn't been half bad before falling into a toxic coma, giving his supervisor the idea to sterilize and adjust the chemical mixture for human consumption. Soon, the sour, sweet-coated purple berries are more or less edible, becoming Rizzo's first mass-marketed product, the Purple Berry Bunch. Okay. Is your friendly custodial staff offering a preemptive apology if the elevator hall is crowded with gas canisters? Okay. Torque bar meetup. All real scientists are welcome to join us. You know, the ones that produce quantifiable data and theorems and don't spend their time jabbering over how this lighting on that bottle will increase customer sentiment. Nice. It's productive measures. Oh, Lord. Okay. So where is the utility room? Do we see like utility on the wall somewhere or something? I certainly don't. Bard. Oh, those are the worms. What?
Did I hear something? Maybe.
Incoming!
Okay. No, don't shoot him! That's on you! I didn't do it!
Make you smile, happiness. That's gonna let
Sorry.
Doing all right?
Okay. It's on them. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. That's on them. Dispense sedative gas. Okay. How to be a janitor? Training file corrupted. Please guess how to do your job to the best of your ability. Nice.